Hi, welcome to another Level 3 Probability Concepts video. We continue talking about Venn diagrams and we're going to get into a little bit more theory. So we've got our Venn diagram and our two-way table. A will represent event A, like students taking calculus, and B will represent event B, like students taking statistics. So P of A is the probability of event A and P of B is the probability of event B. Right, we're going to use the same numbers we used in our last video, the students studying Year 13 and those taking Level 3 Statistics and Calculus. But what we're going to do this time is we're going to take each of the numbers, for example 43, we're going to divide that by the 187 to turn it into a probability. Now we round probabilities to 4 significant figures, so let's round it to 0.2299. And then we're going to do the same to all the other numbers in the table to convert it all into probabilities. Be mindful that these 4 are the only 4 outcomes in the scenario, and they must add up to 1. These 2 totals must add up to 1, and these 2 totals must add up to 1 as well. Right, let's get into the notation. So P of A, the probability of event A. In this example, it represents the entire circle of A, and we can read off the two-way table, it's 0.2299. P of A dash, which is everything that's not A, is everything that's outside the circle of A. And off the two-way table, we can read it as 0.7701. Remember, A dash is properly said as A complement or A not occurring. All right, so PB is the probability of event B, so that's everything inside circle B. And on our two-way table, we can read it as 0.5936. And PB dash is everything that's not B, everything that's outside of circle B, which is 0.4064. And remember, B dash, the proper way of saying it is B complement or B not occurring. All right, let's look at this notation. P bracket A in or intersect B. Now this is the intersection between circles A and B. And on the table, it's 0.03209. It's basically the students that are taking both calculus and statistics. Now, this symbol is called the intersection. So we say the probability of A intersect B. We often like to use the word and instead of intersect. So it's the probability of A and B. It's both A and B occurring. Right, here's another notation to get used to. P bracket A U or union B. Now this represents basically everything inside the circles. Now on the two-way table there are 3 boxes you have to work out and add up to get to this. All right, it's basically A and B or A or B and the intersection as well. This symbol is called the union, and we say probability of A union B. We often replace it with the word or. So it's the probability of A or B. So it's basically A or B, but it also includes A and B occurring at the same time, that intersection as well. Right, what about this notation? P bracket A U B with a dash. That's basically what we've just talked about, but the dash means everything outside. So instead of being inside the circles, it's everything outside. Is basically the students that are not taking a mathematics for the year. And in this example, reading off the table, it's 0.2086. There is another way to write this, the probability of the intersection of not A and not B. So it's basically the intersection of neither A or B, it's everything outside. Right, here's a couple of ones, tricky ones to finish with. P bracket A intersect B dash. So it's the intersection of A and not B. So we want A and not B. So that's this region. It's just A by itself. The students taking calculus by themselves. And the last one to get your head around is P bracket A dash intersect B. So it's not A intersecting with B. So we want B but not A, which is all the students taking statistics by themselves. Right, well, there's a lot of notation to get your head around in this video. Go back and either rewatch the video or start doing lots of examples and practices until this notation starts to get a little bit more familiar with. Thanks so much for watching.